From buying your first box of minis and paint to being a competent player at the gaming table, we have you covered.
We play every miniature game at a heroic level. We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors and Patreons that keep the channel going, plus you for watching the videos. Be heroic and click that subscription button.
Hello, everybody, and welcome in. This is going to be our recap of what we're going. I'm gonna call it a season. I mean, that's 9 episodes.
Season 1.
I mean, Loki was nine shows. Ahsoka, I think it's gonna be 9 shows. Heck, we're gonna call it a season. We finished 9 episodes with follow-ups. So actually, it's really 18 if you want to.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
18 shows for this. First off, I want to thank David as coming over and gracing me and having fun with me playing the games. We just finished out our first season of our 4-team campaign of Tyrannical War inside Boarding Patrol. So that is completed and done. We are going to gear up. We've got some things coming up. We're going to gear up for a second one. When we do get ready to do the second season, we will put a vote up like we did last time for everybody to vote in the army that will come in.
It'll be cool because we'll have the Tyrannical Codex and the Space Marine Codex by that point.
So vote in the new army to come in. What we've got right now is we've got Tyranids, Blood Angels, and Grey Knights that have made it through. The Thousand Suns, if you go back and watch it, you'll see how bad they were kicked back.
They fell short.
They fell short. But as we keep going, not to go too far down the rabbit hole before I do the others, thank you to all the Patrons. Greatly appreciate those. Those allow the channel to go. And thanks to all the store sponsors that allow us to be able to get some of the stuff to be able to take these games on stream. With that, I'm going to kick it over to David and let him kind of go over just a recap of what happened and transpired. Normally we would go over how we did the adjustments, but really kind of did those quick and easy. There wasn't a lot to go over. So
yeah, but since the T-Suns got kicked out, they didn't even get any experience points that game, so it didn't even matter really for them.
And the Grey Knights just were able to. So if anybody was watching, they did have the requisition points now to become more than battle hardened.
Yeah, they're like veteran now.
Yeah, they're veterans, so they can become battle hardened and legendary. So they're going to take and go up. I think what is the little checks?
It's the third check.
It's the third check, and it doesn't say.
They're almost to the last one.
They're almost the last one. They're only 51. They're 43. So
yeah,
they're
knocking on the door.
They're knocking on the door. But yeah, I'm gonna let David go into that. By all means, leave a comment below if you'd like to see different armies. If you like this series, if you didn't like the series, I mean, some people I know, I'm not mad at them. They hit the dislike button on some of them. I need to know if it was my hair. Not my hair. What was the dislike? I mean, you hit the button, leave me a comment, let me know how to get better, folks. But with that, I am going to give it over to David as I continue to break down the board, because this is kind of one of the things I figured to start doing now to save time, as time cannot get back. So we appreciate anybody that does watch this, because we thank you for the time watching the show.
Yeah. All right. So basically, after the Battle of Oghram, the Ultramarines laid weakened after their counteroffensive against Hive Fleet Leviathan. And basically, a splinter fleet from the Hive Fleet Leviathan beeline north towards the Imperium Nihlus, and the Blood Angels basically had to react to an unexpected Hive Fleet Leviathan showing up into their space. Also, the Grey Knights showed up because they could hear these, and like the prognosticars, they could basically hear like these, like the Tyranids and the Thousand Suns, these two like malicious beings or factions basically racing towards like some objective, some unforeseen objective. So yeah, basically the appearance of the Hive Fleet sounded a bunch of alarms. The Blood Angels formed a spearhead to try to move into the fray and take them head on. Didn't go too well, right? that one was a rough one.
Wasn't bad.
It wasn't too bad, yeah.
I think from a campaign perspective, go back and watch it. Both fared pretty good as far as getting EXP and those things. So it wasn't too bad from that standpoint.
Yeah, so basically there was a world called Caprolonius, and this was like a key world that the Imperium had. So the Grey Knights had been moving around that world and basically purging worlds and burning them so the Tyranids could not advance any farther, or at least to slow their tracks around that blockade.
Okay.
And the Blood Angels found out that the Grey Knights were doing this, and they were like their blood was boiling, and they ended up engaging the Grey Knights in a fit of rage. Basically, you know, the Blood Angels doing what Blood Angels do, getting mad, and that didn't go too well for the Blood Angels, so they actually were pushed back by the Grey Knights. And then directly after that battle, after the Blood Angels have fled the ship, the Tyranids immediately showed up and split the Grey Knight ship in half.
Yeah.
And or no.
Yeah, that was the respawn. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was the good one because you were fighting to get off. Oh no, that was the Grey Knights.
Oh yeah,
they split the Grey Knights in half because they were fighting the Grey Knights.
So
that was an interesting battle too. You should go back and watch these. So as he's going and looking at it, just so everybody knows, these games were actually a blast to play. Some of them had some tactical play in them. Some of them were straight up just dice rolls.
Oh yeah. See, like there was so many moments where it was just like there was one game, I don't remember which one it was, but we were just laughing the whole time. It was just so silly.
Because you would think it was going to lopside one way or the other, and it's like, oh no, we're done. Not going to happen this time. And it's like, what? Okay. Yeah, that one was hilarious.
Oh man.
And then some games have been really close. We've had a few ties, so nothing happened from those. Pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
But all in all, a great fun time. 4 fun armies to play, 500 points. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch them. We got better as time went on. I think in the beginning we worked through it, but as we got better, we used the boarding patrol books to build our boarding patrol terrain. Then I used the Tyrannical War campaign from the beginner book. You could have Tyrannical War campaign book. And we blended the two together to make the missions play. That allowed us to have very interesting outcomes. Okay. So that was fun.
Yeah, there's a couple of really fun ones that we did. Like I like the mission, the ship split one. I like how we blended that one together. I like the there was the one where like the ship was like going dark as it was going.
Oh yeah, not the rad leak.
Yeah, the rad leak.
Where we slowed down and moved this, and that one was fun. So in those missions, we didn't necessarily we used some of the rules from that book, but we used the mission set, the campaign set from the others. So it was really cool. Like I said, go back and watch and see how we did that. Because to me, if you've got boarding patrol and you want to do a fun campaign, something different, it greatly is a blast to do. Like I said, we finished this one off with this video. Leave a comment. Let us know what you liked and didn't like about the series. That way we can take and adjust when we get ready to do the second one. To line it up to get ready to do the second one, we may have not a big lapse, might have a few weeks lapse, so figuring it out. But what we want to know is how much did you like it? Do you want to see us do another one? So leave the comments, leave the likes, let us know thought processes. If you would like to see another kind of campaign, let me know. This is one of the things I've really had fun doing with David, is he thinks it out, he's writing on the stuff, and then I'm chunking the missions together. So not saying we have to keep it strictly to this aspect, but if there's something else you want to see out of all the games we play, and you're like, hey, I'd like to see we'll look into it and see if it does it. We may put it out as a vote, see if there's enough likes to watch it. So, because at the end of the day, it does take time to take and put them together. He's right, and I mean, like I said, there's a lot of times me and him were chatting back and forth. Hey, what about this? Hey, what about this? And making sure so it's not just one of those. We get to show up on a Friday night and put some train up and just.
Yeah, a little bit of thought that goes into it.
We did. We never. So the coolest part about this is we never actually planned anything out.
Yeah, especially the dice.
Yeah, the dice
can't plan for that, especially.
The dice controlled the game, so it really led kind of to what happened with the story, which was really, really fun. So just like any story mode, the dice tells the story, and the dice told the story. With that, Thanks again for everybody watching. And on this one, before we get going with the next one, we'll consider this campaign 1 done.
Yep. Season 1 over.
Season 1 over. But everybody, keep them rolling.